Hey everyone, this is PrinceWatercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Miss Pac-Man for the Atari 2600. In the last video, we played the two-bear variation. We played with two ghosts. And now, we're going to be playing with three ghosts. And is there anything here that I would like to talk about? I guess I could talk about the release and or actually more about the reception of the game rather than release, because this game was ported to a whole bunch of consoles. But I might as well talk about how much more successful it was compared to Pac-Man. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and three bears, and then we'll start this. So, we have blue, green, and pink. We don't have the red ghosts. That's not unless we play at the cherries mode. So we don't really have to worry much about that. And there's the cherries. But can I get to them? I can. Excellent. Might as well go ahead and see how well I can do in this mode today. Even though I'm recording this at almost 10:30 at night. So I don't know why I'm saying the word today. And I missed that ghost, but that was probably for the best. And no, we're not doing that. I am not dying on the first maze. You can forget about that. Yeah, there was no way I should have been dying on the first maze on the 1 and 2 bear variations, and I'm not going to do it here. And that blue ghost went that way. And here I am double backing because I don't know what the ghosts are going to do. I really should not do that because what if there's more than one ghost near me at any given time? Anyway, I'm pretty sure the points on the ghost are 400, 800, and 1600 because we only have 3 ghosts. That's what I want to believe anyway. And nope. Yeah, watching that pink ghost carefully. And got him. Alright. And, huh. It's 400. Apparently it's 400 for the first ghost. Who would have guessed? And yeah, I don't want to go around where the ghosts come in from right away because that will get me in a lot of trouble. And he was on my tail for a few seconds, but, well, things changed. So 400, 800, 1600. Okay, it is as I thought it was. Wanted to be absolutely sure of it is all. Because if you know what you're doing, you can get a lot of points off of the ghosts. And speaking of points, we just reached 10,000, which means we got our sole extra life of this session. And since I've reached that, I don't have much to fear around here. Go ahead and get the ghost, Miss Pac-Man. There we go. Might as well go ahead and get those two. Might as well use the tunnels to my advantage as well. And for once, I can just go ahead and get the... Oh, there's one more dot, but I can get it. And let me open my Diet Coke as quickly as possible before I retake control of Miss Pac-Man here. Alright. Get that. And get that. Excellent. Getting all the points here. Go ahead and get the dots around the ghost spawning area too. Go ahead and get those. And I'll take the death. I should have went for the power pill and just did the thing. Just did the deed. And I didn't do that, and the game punished me for it. I will gladly take that death. I will gladly and understandably take that death. Alright. 4th maze. And let's see if we can get anything else around here. Well, we can go ahead and get the dots around the ghost jail. And we can get the pretzel. Why not? Go ahead and get those. Go ahead and get those dots too. Go ahead and eat all of these. And let's see if I can. I may have to use the power pill here. And nope, let's just go ahead and get the last of the dots. I'm not going to get that ghost in time. And here we are on the white mazes. We are now at maze number 5. So I've been figuring things out while going through this game, which is always a cool thing to be able to do. I know for the fact now that the fruits will always pop up twice in a maze. So once you get the fruit once, you'll get another opportunity to get it before you stop getting the fruit for good until the next maze. Now, can I? Yes. Alright. Hey. There we go. Lost control of Miss Pac-Man there a little bit, but we made it work. But anyway, as I was saying, we've been figuring out a couple of things since we started all this. For instance, there's 2 fruit per maze. The red ghost is the worst, and you don't see the red ghost until you reach, or rather play on, the cherries variation. And there's our second fruit. Let's go ahead and get that. Go ahead and eat that ghost just to be safe and make things a little more interesting. And can I get everything over here? Yes, I can. Now to see if we can get the banana. And also see if we can complete the second green maze as well. So there's two fruit per maze. The red ghost, which is the worst ghost, always shows up on cherries. There are 7 stages, and once you get through the 7th maze, which is the first green maze, you've effectively beaten Miss Pac-Man. And then the fruit that you get are kind of random from there. And nope, we are not doing that. And I need you away from me so badly. Okay. And I have one more. Now, can we get everything? Apparently we can, because the ghost left me alone long enough for me to do that. Alright. And there's a strawberry. It's coming to me. Might as well go for everything that's around here. And you're coming after me, so you get eaten. And get in there. Okay. Perfect. We just beat all 8 mazes. I might as well go ahead and just end it right here because, again, it's not going to be any more fun if I keep doing this. Because I already did this with the 1 bear variation, and yeah, I might as well end it here. And we did it. We beat both mazes on all 4 colors on the 3 bear variation. And now I want to do it on the cherries variation. I may have to do it a little differently because it's hard for me to do it live. I may have to do it with post commentary. Just keep playing until I make it. I know I can do it. I just have problems doing it live, and, well, I want to be able to do it somehow. And a full cherries clear is a full cherries clear, so yeah. I want to make sure that I can do that. I'll definitely do that in the next video, and then there will be the long play of this, which will just be the cherries clear without commentary, and then that will be that. So I might as well go ahead and talk about the mini ports of this game. Let's see here. What does it say on Wikipedia? It was on the arcade, obviously, and Atari 2600, but it was also on the Atari 5200, the Atari 7800, the Atari 8-bit computers, the VIC-20, the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, IBM PC, Apple II, TI-99/4A, Nintendo Entertainment System, both with an official license released by Namco and an unlicensed by Tengen, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Atari Lynx, and who knows what else. There's probably got to be a whole bunch of pirate carts and other consoles that allow you to play this game through other means. I mean, there's iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad. It was downloadable content in Pac-Man Museum for PS3, Windows, and Xbox 360. It was an arcade 1-up. It was on Xbox Live Arcade. It was pretty good. It was on a lot of consoles. And let's see here. Ms. Pac-Man sold at 125,000 arcade units by 1988, grossed $1.2 billion, billion with a B, by 1987, and has grossed $1.5 billion with a B as of 1995. $3.1 billion, billion with a B again, adjusted for inflation. InfoWorld stated that Atari saw Ms. Pac-Man for the Commodore 64 was as good as the best-selling Atari 8-bit version, and the Genesis/Mega Drive version of the game sold more than 1 million copies in the United States. The arcade game was awarded the Certificate of Merit as runner-up for Coin-Op Game of the Year at the 1982 Arcade Awards held in January 1983. In January 1984, the Atari 2600 port of Ms. Pac-Man won the Video Game of the Year award at the 1983 Arcade Awards tied with Ladybug. Let's see here. Most home versions of Pac-Man include all 3 intermission scenes from the arcade game. This is one of the few that doesn't. The Lynx has a 4th intermission, as well as a power-up that allows for a temporary speed boost. The Atari 2600 rendition of Pac-Man was infamous for its flashing ghosts, while the 2600 port of Ms. Pac-Man had minimal flicker. Tengen released an unlicensed port of the game in 1988 for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and in 1993, Namco released their original port of Ms. Pac-Man in North America themselves, 8 years after its original release in Japan. The Genesis, Master System, and NES versions by Tengen and the Super NES version by Williams Electronics took a few liberties. They featured 4 different sets of mazes: the original arcade mazes, bigger mazes, smaller mazes, and quote-unquote strange mazes. There was also a pack booster option that let players make Miss Pac-Man move much faster, which was only available in the original arcade game from a maintenance menu, as well as Atari links. These versions also allowed two people to play simultaneously, with player 2 as Pac-Man. The game ends at level 32 with an intermission where Pac-Man and Ms. Pac-Man say goodbye. It was released for the Game Boy Color with two mazes and a bonus game, Super Pac-Man. And as far as it did, let's see here. Trying to see if there was any more stuff that I saw. Well, it did good in the arcades, did good at home. I might as well mention the differences from the original Pac-Man, because those are a thing too. Miss Pac-Man has 4 mazes that appear in different color schemes and alternate after each of the game's intermission are seen. The pink maze appears in levels 1 and 2. The light blue maze appears in level 3, 4, and 5. Actually, you know what? They're all of these differences are from the arcade. I'll just go ahead and just go through those like as quickly as possible. There are 4 different mazes compared to Pac-Man, and they all have different color schemes and setups. And you see them through the first 14 levels, and then they randomly alternate after that. There's 2 sets of warp tunnels, which are here on Atari 2600. The walls have a solid color rather than an outline, so you can tell where all the walls are. The ghost behavioral patterns are different and include semi-random movement, which prevents the use of patterns to clear each round. Blinking Pinky, red and pink, move randomly in the first several seconds of each level until the first reversal. Inky and Sue still use the same movement pattern from the previous game to their respective corners, again until the first reversal. Whatever that means. And of course, the fruits bounce around the maze, and you have to get them. The orange ghost is called Sue rather than Clyde. Sue would later become the purple ghost in Pac-Land and differentiate her. When Pac-Man dies, she spins rather than fold in on herself like Pac-Man did. And the 3 intermissions follow the developing relationship between the original Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man, from when they first meet to having a stork drop off the baby, and the latter served as the basis for Baby Pac-Man and is referenced in Junior Pac-Man. And of course, the sound effects are all new. So, a lot of differences, a lot of money, a lot of ports. Miss Pac-Man did alright for herself. And apparently we've been doing alright for ourselves in these 1-bear, 2-bear, 3-bear variations. And now I want to beat the cherries variation for the internet. But that will have to wait until the next video. So join me next time where I will be doing the cherries variation of the Atari 2600 version of Miss Pac-Man with post-commentary. Until then, this is PrinceWatercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!